Okay, hello again. This is Catherine Moldenhauer, and this is the American Withdrawn. I'm going to move on from Maya Angelou in part 6. I'm going to talk about Toni Morrison. I haven't read Toni Morrison previously. She was someone who loomed in my imagination and someone who, dealt with really taboo subjects, things like mothers killing their own children, so I don't know, I had thought about reading her a long time because I've been, interned in shelter facilities throughout, the United States, and so I've seen quite a few things, and it's baffling, why would someone do that to their own progeny, but not kill them, I haven't seen death, but, hit them, or, why would it be something that, I hadn't confronted in my own life, well before now, considering we're on the subject of Toni Morrison, but anyway, I'd wanted to read her for a while, but she had, also had that sort of stigma of literature to herself, so there was always this feeling of a job about her, so maybe that's why. Anyway, after I YouTubed her for a while, I found her book, The Bluest Eye, on the shelf in the Quincy Douglas Library in Tucson, Arizona, and so I wanted to film a video on her today yet, and so I got through the introduction to that, and so I'm not entirely sure what she's talking about. I mean, from my end, I was someone, I think my experience around like other cultures, okay, we'll call them others, that's fine. My experience is that there are pressures to change racial features, irregardless of your naturality. I was born with blue eyes and my hair was yellower and it darkened as I aged, and so the pressures for conformity for me, of course, were, to change my hair to be more yellow, or, if I wanted to do a more intellectual or like punk crowd, that I should lighten my skin. I should become very, very obsessed with having very light skin, and that my hair should be much darker. If I wanted to do many, many ideas surrounding ethereality, punk or metal, I should be a much darker haired person and much fairer. And if I was someone with leadership capacity and intelligence, I would be someone who had much darker hair and also was much fairer skinned, and I would black out my eyes because that would be what would be socially acceptable for the role. You're supposed to have that anonymous feeling, like when because that's what racial truth is about, is that it's a pride surrounding the idea that they're anonymous people and that they're speaking for millions of people by being there. And so if you have recognizable color features, you haven't conformed to millions of people, But so that's my frame of reference for trying to understand what she's talking about. But my other frame of reference is, what is this character she's talking about? Why does she care so much? What is this obsession with naturality, with how we're born, as being what's proud about race? What does it matter if people want to change their eye color? Maybe it's really maybe the character who tells her knows that it's really shallow, and she just kind of wants to look more like Native American for an event, and so it's just theatrics. Who cares if she wants to put in color contacts? It doesn't mean that it changes who she is. A lot of people like black and blue together. It's birds, a lot of natural objects that make black and blue together some of the most sought after objects. So that at first was very strange for me, that confessional. Like, why is she confessing that sort of motherly or personal feeling for the woman that wants to change her eye colors. And so from my experience, I think that what she's really doing in that introduction is complicating the idea that it is taken very shallowly, that it's just a momentary fashion statement, and it's just people being, I think maybe a little eccentric or maybe a little bit young. But I think what she's really getting at is that it's about like sexuality, and I think that's what justifies her being kind of disturbed about it, is that there's a sexual component, because I think that's really, when you really start questioning sensory capacity and what we see in ourselves and who we are and what we can be, there's a presence in a mirror, a camera that says what that is. And so I think that's what she's complicating, that it's not a shallow issue, though. I mean, I could talk about, especially when she gets into demonization. I mean, when my hair was darker and I was trying for fairer skin all the time, my mother freaked out. She wouldn't take pictures of me, she wouldn't be around me. Like, she was very, very scared of me. And so, when I would go again to, be in the sun and want to lighten my hair, I could be dignified with her presence again. And so that's I think, some of the things that come forward when you hear people talk more honestly about something.